welcome to the first International Monoposto Championship race from Kyalami. My name is Alexander Knežević and I'm welcoming you from the qualifying session. We are already a few minutes into it, I think about 4 or 5 minutes left, 6 minutes left. So let's see who will get the pole position for this inaugural race here. We see Simon Core driving for Kostek going into the pits. We probably get some fresh rubber on and continue lapping the circuit. And now to Yannis Volborn, one of the best known drivers in our universe, let's say, and for SCMM. SCMM is like all others, only a chassis manufacturer, but they also manufacture their engines for the IMC, as they also will use own engines in the SC later on in the year. And he also going to the... Let's see if we can get somebody on a fast lap. Gonzalez Gativo, the old Grandmaster from Mexico. I think he's not going very fast at the moment. Maybe can switch to... Yeah, it's his teammate Roman Corrier coming back after a long time. I know a name that is known to many of us, but probably not to you. He drove in the F Factor Factory days about 10 years ago. Nice to see him back, and they're now on board, going into the hairpin. It's a little bit off of Lorenzo D, but Lorenzo will obviously put a good marker down. He was the VMSC Free World Tour champion and was always fast in every event he drove. He drove the Sim Racing 500. He also drove the Macau Grand Prix or Super Prix. There he retired, but he's always a name to be, reckoned with, to be at the top. Let's see what Romain does. Going onto the line, 29.4. It's almost 4 seconds off the pace. Now switching to David Yun, a Swiss driver as far as I know. It will be a little bit faster, 6 days, 1.2 seconds off. A little bit about the format, usually 15 minutes qualifying session, then we'll go to a warm-up session, minutes, and then to the race, 175 kilometers. In the race, you have a mandatory pit stop. You need to change your tires. You can use whichever compound you like, soft or hard, and the combination you want to. There is no refueling in this mod, so that's something that the drivers need to take care of, to have enough fuel in the car. Now switching to Giugiano, the German Italian driver. He's in the last sector, going to the last turn. Looks neat and tidy. I think a Kostek in front of him. Maybe he can get some tow down the straight. Third place, good lap. Still almost 8 off the pace. Close between him and McDaman in fourth, only 7 thousandths of a second. But looking neat and tidy, driving very nicely. A driver that is most of the time very fast, sometimes just doesn't bring it to the finish. 3/10 down in the first sector, going a little bit too wide over the line. Must be said, Kyalami is a nice track, at least in my opinion. It's maybe not the best for overtaking, but it's a very demanding track, and I think that most of the drivers like driving it here. We are expecting more drivers for the upcoming races. Many just didn't have the time today, having vacations or just being busy. But somewhere the high teens, maybe low 20s is the goal where we want to be. And for those that maybe aren't so familiar with the concept of the IBOS, I'll try to explain it to you as we're going into the last minutes of the session. IBOS is a cooperation, let's say, between more leagues. It's 3 in total, and every league has got their class. We got the ESU, the European Sim Racing Union, which organizes obviously the International Monoposto Championship, which maybe the name is a little bit confusing. It's mostly done in Europe, the racing. It will also organize the IMC Free Europe, the junior category, which drives based on Automobilista. Then you got the RSL, Online Super Racing League, which hosts the American Monoposto Championship and VMC Free America, obviously mostly in the Americas races. And then you got the VMSC, which hosts the top class VMC 1, where the best of the best will together and drive for the championship. We also get prize money there. Every race, the top 3 drivers get some prize money, and the champion and vice champion from the drivers, and I think the top 2 teams from the constructors also will get some prize money. So there is a lot of incentive led it to be competitive, and we hope to see a lot of close racing. The VMC 1 also is the only class that we have where the cars are not the same, as far as I know. There is like a development system where you can choose your parts and everything, so there is a little bit of spice there also. Now we're with Juho Sopanen, a driver that is well known in our circles. Currently in 9th, 3.5 seconds off. I think that he wasn't too happy with the car handling. Hearing from the steward that Lorenzo Turi's fastest lap is going to be cancelled. I think probably for track limits. 25.7 is the fastest lap, but he would be still the fastest in front of Volborn. So let's see if anybody can prove Volborn going to the pits. So no, maybe McDermott can improve. His sector times are a little bit off. Let's see. 26.6. He didn't improve, sadly. Still behind Giagiano. So is anybody still on a fast lap? Let's see. If not, it would still be Lorenzo Turi on pole. Promises for a very entertaining race. He's got Yannis Volborn behind him, a multiple champion in our universe, a very good driver. So there will be pretty much an exciting race there. Doesn't seem that anybody is still on a fast lap. So congratulations to Lorenzo Turi. It was a 25.7. At least that's what race control has said to me. The fastest lap got cancelled, but he's still the fastest. Volborn in 2nd, Gino Giugiano in 3rd, Heyman in 4th, Jund in 5th, Bentenrieder in 6th, Zanini in 7th, Core in 8th, 9th is Sopanen, 10th is Gativo, 11th Corrier, and 12th is Hamilton. So that was qualifying for the first IMC race from Kyalami. Welcome back to the first race of the IMC 2023. We're going into the warm-up lap. First place, Lorenzo Turi. Let's see what he can do with that pole position. And this Volbon didn't have much opportunity to practice for this race, so we maybe can expect him to get better through the race. Well, a little slide from Lorenzo. What I've heard, the cars are not easy to drive. You need a good setup. Let's see how many can make it to the finish. Very curious to see how much tire warming will go on. I've heard that backs, the rear tires, are prone to overheating. Just saw a little bit of the grid, but maybe now, yeah, now we see properly. So Lorenzo Turi starting in first place, Volbon in second, Giugiano in third, fourth is Heyman. So the first two rows with two teams. Then Yunt in fifth, Ben Rita in sixth, Zanini in seventh, Core in eighth. For Kostek cars we got there. In ninth is Juho Sopanen, 10th is Kativo, 11th is Corrier, and in last place in 12th is Lucas Hamilton in the Clifford. So we're going to the last sector now. Let's see. Everything gone well so far in the formation lap. Going into the last turn now. And now is a little bit of tire warming. Lorenzo starting on the left side. Let's see how we will protect his position. But obviously the inside line for the first proper turn. But he also could get slipstreamed down the straight. So lights are going on. And we are go! Close start from the second CMM. Maximum challenging Volbon for second place, going into the first turn. Volbon is in first place. He overtook Lorenzo Turi going into the first turn. That I did not expect. 3 Kostek cars behind him, and then Gino Giugiano in the second SCMM. And it seems that Turi is not as fast as I would expect him to be, but maybe he's got a different tire choice. Obviously the 3 Kosteks can put a lot of pressure on Yannis in first place with strategy, so a lot to play for still here. I think that everybody came through in one piece. Sopanen lost, I think, a few places. Hamilton made up 2. Kativo had a good start in 8th place. Corrier overtaking Hamilton right now. Oh, and yeah, there was some no contact, but he lost the car a little bit. So I've got a message from race control that Yannis Volbon and Lorenzo Turi and Davide Zanini are on the hard tires. Everybody else is on the soft tires. So yeah, the same playing field for the top 2 drivers. Let's see. It's close between... Oh! Lucas Hamilton going for a spin. Close up front, tense between Turi and Volbon. And behind it's so very close. There we have the race start replay. Let's see. The boat of the SCMMs came away slowly, but they managed, or at least Volbon managed to make something out of it. He used, obviously, the outside line to gain an advantage. I think that the boat Cossack guys in front just took a very tight line and they lost out. Oh yeah, there was some contact there, and Kativo, the old fox, just used that. And yeah, picked up some places. Very nice. We're chasing Volbon, setting the fastest lap right now. He's showing himself, but not close enough to overtake. Now we see that the car is sliding and he's lost it almost. He pushed too hard, switching a place with his team, Max Saman. Yeah, he tried too much there. Not something we see often from Lorenzo Torri. Lucas Hamilton in the pits. He'll probably put the hard tires on, maybe to try something with 2G. His long pits, almost 20 seconds now. Did he lose a wing or something, maybe? 25 seconds now. 30 seconds. Long pit stop for the Clifford driver. Not sure what happened there. Probably some damage he needs to repair. Max Saman in second now, behind Yannis Volborn. Also making a mistake, almost losing the car completely. If he lost it there, it would game over. It seems that Yannis is driving as fast as he needs to, not taking any risks at the moment, which is, you know, the best thing he can do. Max Saman sets the fastest lap even with that error, and behind I think that Bentonreader is fighting against Junt. Bentonreader lost some places. He was in fourth at the start of the first lap, but yeah, Daniel is somebody that sadly is prone to make mistakes. Fast on the one side, but yeah, if you can't hold it over the whole race distance, it's no use to you. Let's see what happened there. We got a replay. Probably out of the corner. Okay. Did he misshift or something? I'm not sure. Seems that he just let the two others through, or maybe he got some message from race control. I'm not sure. We got a direct connection to the race control, but we didn't hear anything, so I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe some technical problems. But he is now again in front of Junt. No message from race control, I've been told, so yeah, it was some kind of problem. Very weird situation there. So let's see, Max Saman pushing almost, I would say. Giugiano with the fastest lap. Let's see, 2 seconds between the top 4. And there is, I think, Hamilton being lapped. Seems that the stacks are faster than the SCMM, but one thing is to catch up and the other to overtake. Especially Yannis Volborn can make the car very wide. I drove with him alongside him for 1.5 years. Let's see. And behind, I'm just looking at the times between Kativo and Core, it's close. Yeah, and this group in the front, the first 6, you know, Only 3 seconds separating the guys. Let's see what the strategy will be. As I said, there is a mandatory pit stop. You need to use, I think, 2 compounds. It's soft and hard. I'm not sure if you can use the same ones. And you don't need to refuel. So that's something the drivers need to, more or less guess. Because if there is a safety car or something, they could save some fuel. I'm not sure if Hamilton is still in the pits, it's like 4-minute pit stop. Seems very long. I mean, the car didn't seem to be that broken. And I've got the message, you can use every tire you want, so no restrictions there, but refueling. It's interesting to see. Turi is on the hard tires as Wellborn, and everybody up until Zanini is on softs. Zanini is on hards too, so only 3 drivers starting on the hard tires. We need to see how long they can hold out. If there is a cliff, maybe. Oh, David Jürgen going very wide. Lucky to not miss the car there. But as I said, Ben Reader is known to make mistakes. Maybe he can pressure him. Sometimes Daniel makes mistakes on his own, so he's probably counting on that. But Kostek obviously looking very strong with 3 cars in the top 5. They got all the opportunities for strategy games. It's getting very close, but the chicane is not a very good place to overtake. But he can stay close, because I'm not that... outbreaks himself a little bit. Gets it under control. The cars are not as aerodynamically sensitive as the modern Formula cars in general, so they can obviously follow pretty much very close together, and Daniel makes a little mistake. David is sliding a little bit. So very close here. And I think we could maybe jump to Kativo and Core. They are also very close together, like 1/10. And Simon going out to the outside, and he's got him, I think, yeah. Nice overtake there from Simon Core. Oh, and he makes a mistake, but gets it together again. It seems that in that corner the cars are not so stable, or understeering at least. Let's see if there are... Oh, I made a mistake. Simon is still behind him, but they are battling for 8th position. Cars wrong there. Let's see. Jund and Benried are still fighting. Obviously, Jund needs to take care of his tires. Following this close is never good for your tires. So let's see what happens there. I mean, Benried is not too slow. I mean, he's like 1 second behind Giugiano. Jund could also wait, just for a mistake or something, but he probably wants to overtake on track. Core and Kativo going at again. Very close. Yeah, and Core is in front now. And place is switched back again. So very close fighting between these 2 guys that to know each other very, very well. Yellow flag, sector 3, it was very short. Simon, obviously the admin of the RSL, together with me, and driving a few classes now. He drove a little bit in the AMC last season, also in the VMC Free World Tour. He drove, I think, also in the Macau Super Prix, so he's got some experience behind him, also in past leagues. And obviously going ahead of against our champion, Kativo. Not an easy prospect. There's a lot of experience in front of him. But I think that Kativo is a little bit struggling with the car. But I like the view from behind. Kativo hits the curb a little bit too hard, and I think that Simon has him now, but he could maybe get him back on the straight, see how good he is on traction. We can the shot from onboard. So we got a message from race control. Daniel Bentenrieder has been asked to give the position back to David Jund, so there must have been some incident there. And he does so. Yeah, so that was what I was talking about. Just those things with Daniel. And yeah, Kativo can more or less stay with Simon, but can push him. Simon is obviously a little bit faster. At the front, very close, only 1 second between the top 3, and Giuliano is only 1.5 seconds behind. The incident between Bentenrieder and Jund obviously was forcing the other driver off track. Bentenrieder going off the racetrack and coming back in a dangerous way, so that's why they needed to change places. So let's see. Max could be pushing Volbon, maybe he's on the soft tires, but I'm pretty sure that Yannis Volbon knows how to drive, protect his tires. We will see. I'm not exactly sure how long the stints are going to be. But it's interesting to see with the replay. And it's Daniel Bentenrieder going off, probably. Yeah. Yeah, it was not a safe rejoin, though I must say from my perspective at least, Jund could have let him a little bit more room, but yeah. Let's see what happens here in the front. The top 3 have got different tires on, so Volbon and Turi are on the hard tires and Heyman on the softs, so let's see. I think that maybe the softs could be off slowly, maybe not. Hamilton 1 lap behind. Maybe he'll get that lap back. Both the drivers sliding a little bit into the turn. It was looking better. I think that Yannis went a little bit wide, but he kept it on track. Core is on Zanini's tail. He's obviously good with these cars. He pulled 2 seconds away from Kativo. I think that Zanini is struggling a little bit with handling, maybe even with the tires now. Simon on the pounce. It's just so nice to see the cars, you know, moving around. They are not like planted. That drivers need to walk the wheel and yeah, point the car in the right direction. Zanini going a little bit wide. Yeah, that's a place change. Simon Corr going into 7th place there. And that's very neat pounds. Somebody making a mistake in front of you and you need to seize that chance. So very well done. So now up in front for Simon Corr. I don't think that he'll get there soon, but he probably can pull away from Zanini. So the top 4 are still relatively close to each other. We got a yellow flag in sector 3. Let's see. Could be Hamilton. Yeah, he's letting the cars through, so very well done there. Obviously struggling a little bit with the car. Maybe even got some damage. An 8. Zanini in the box, so the tires went off, seemingly. Let's see how long he stays in the pits. I would think that it's shooting in single digits. 10 seconds, 11 seconds. Let's see. "18 seconds almost. Very long stop. Let's see if he crosses the line. All is well. Very well done, Davide Zanini. It's one of those rookie errors, you know, crossing over the pit exit line. Gets you a drive-through at least, so is done well. And Lewis Hamilton has lost his front wing. The other drivers should be careful. It's a bait actor for having to pass somebody there. Yeah, that's yeah, a mistake on Hamilton's part, but you know, it happens. He can repair it. Just needs to get to the box. Costa coming from behind. We're back with Kativo, who's caught up to Yunt. I'm not sure, was Yunt in the pits? Let's see what will happen there. 4 and 6 now. Volvon and Heyman and Turi. Only 1 second between them. Giano a little bit behind, but still in touching distance. We're using the curb. Very aggressive driving from him. And Hamilton is in the pits now. That will be a longer stop for the Clifford driver, and we are back in the front. Max Heyman still behind Yannis Volvon, and I'm curious to see how tire management is going to play out for Max Heyman, as Davide Zanini went into the pits. And Zanini was on the hard tires as far as I know, so maybe he's trying some different strategy. Maybe the soft tires are good enough to go the distance. I would be surprised, but maybe he can manage it. Yunt and Corr are pretty close to each other. And Yunt has through. And I think that Yunt is a little bit faster. Yellow flag in sector 1, I think Sopanen, yeah, he spun out. Got it going again. Probably on the throttle, just a little bit too much wheel spin. Hamilton is now 2 laps behind. Let's see what happened there. Going into the first turn and losing it on traction. A little bit of contact with the wall, but nothing too serious. And continue. No harm done. And this one still in first. We got a yellow in sector 3. Probably Hamilton again, I would think. So, Junt with the fastest lap, probably with the tires and Katiwa in the box. Let's see what Vettel will do. Panin also in the box. Oh! It was a unsafe release from Katiwa. That's yeah, that was not necessary from my point of view. I don't know if he was aware of the other driver, but yeah, that didn't need to happen. Zanini is on the hard tires, I'm being told, and Hamilton is in the wall. Hamilton is in the wall, but he will continue. Lost his front wing again. He's facing the wrong way. Junt is on the soft tires, so let's see. In 6th place now, 19 seconds behind Bettenrieder. So Wallborn, Wallborn, Turi, and Zanini are on the hard tires. Zanini on fresh hard tires. So let's see. Junt setting the fastest lap again. He's in some clean air. Core in the box. Let's see how long it takes for him to change the tires. It seems that the pit stops take a good amount of time. Interesting. Maybe he's got some damage. Long pit stop. Very long pit stop. I hope that he didn't forget to turn off damage repair. I think that Hamilton has just retired from the race. He's in the garage. I hear Simon revving the engine. He wants to get away and he's going out. I've also been told that the incident between Katiwa and Sopanen will just be a warning, so no penalty there. Benried in the box. See how long he will stay there. Is all the time in the rail limiter, but that was a faster stop than Simon Moore, so I think that Simon repaired some damage there. Not sure if he wanted to, but it is how it is. So let's see, Wallborn and Heyman, 4 tenths between them. Turi has got a gap now. Giano is closing up on him. Behind that, more or less big gaps all the way, but it's a little bit shuffled, the grid at the moment, and Giano is going into the pits. Almost losing the car there. Let's see how long his stop will be. I think that we're going to see a lot of pit stops now, if I'm not mistaken. Yunt is very fast at the moment. He's catching up to the cars in front. Maybe a 2-stop is the right way to go. Let's see. Because I don't think that the tires, like it very much when they are pushed this hard. So Yunt now in 4th position, 25 seconds between him and Turi in 3rd. It probably will be an undercut there. The pit stop takes at least about 20 seconds or what I saw, so he will be, I think, in the lead after all those guys make the pit stops. Volbon still in 1st, leading Heyman. And both are going into this. Oh, that was close on the pit entry. Max Heyman very aggressive, so let's see which crew does the better job. Interesting, as Volbon and Heyman are on different tire compounds. Volbon was on hard and Heyman was on soft. Turi has continued on track. He's still on the hard tires. Volbon is going again and Heyman is going too. Not much difference there. Maybe the gap has gotten a little bit there, and Yunt is true. Yeah, I think that Volbon's engine is smoking a little bit, maybe because he was standing there for almost half a minute. But now it looks good again. So Volbon in front of Giugiano. Let's see what the multiple champion can do. I'm very interested how he compares to David Yunt. David Yunt was very fast the last few laps, and they are catching up to Turi. But I think that a 1-stop is the way to go, as you lose so much time in pits. Oh, Volbon sliding in the hairpin, but I don't think that he'll get attacked by his teammate. Yannis Volbon is on the hard tires again, I've been told, so he's gone from hard to hard, so let's see. Gonzalez Castillo and Simon Coe are also on the hard tires. It seems that Max Heyman is struggling a little bit on the fresh tires. And they are catching up to Turi. I suppose that Turi wants to go to the soft tires for the last laps. The only way to go for him. Or maybe he will try the hards and just push like hell. Could also be. Oh, Giugiano going wide there. Let's see if Yannis can push David into a mistake. Giugiano is also not always, so he can pounce. Instead, oh, Volbon is sliding a little bit. Poirier is in the pits right now. Oh! Seems that that corner, or that curb at least, is not very user-friendly, let's say. Core is also in the pits right now. Heyman with the fastest laps, catching up to the 3 guys in front. Turi losing time all the time, down to 20 seconds right now. Turi, he will lose out. Maybe he's hoping for a safety car or something. Maybe we can switch to Magman's wheel to see all the action in front. He's trying to force him into a mistake, but it's not easy. Magman is also on the back of Giugiano right now, so there is a proper four-way fight for first place at the moment. And we'll see what Turi will do. It seems that Yannis is very confident on the brakes, but David is doing pretty well to keep the position. Oh, they're struggling. Traction. I think it would be better for Volvon to tuck in behind, but seems to get a good top speed. Let's see who will brake later. Inside line for Yund, he should have it. But now going into a right-hander, that's what I thought. Volvon hangs in, but now a left-hander again comes in, and Giugiano wants to have a piece of the cake. But he won't make it, I think. So Volvon in de facto first place right now. We'll give Giugiano can bounce. He's going for it. David needed to open up, and Giugiano spins out. I'm not sure if there was any contact, but he's kept it going. Heyman now pushing David Yund. A little lock up there. Just love the cars. Sliding on acceleration. Just back stepping out a little bit. Heyman going for the move to the inside. Very nicely done. No switchback from David Yund. He lost the car a little bit, and yeah. David Yund going into the pits again. Those seconds stopped for him. Let's take a look at Gino Giugiano. What happened there? Yeah, a little touch. That's racing. That's nothing that David can be before. So as I expected, Yund going to the pits for a second time. A little leg there for Maximo. 10-second stop for Yund. That's the shortest one until now, I think. So let's see, Turi is still going for it on the hard tires, losing a lot of time to Yannis Volvon. But he'll probably go. And just a short message from race control, no further action for the incident between Giugiano and David Yund, as I expected. So going through the rankings, Turi in front, but still needs to make a stop on the hard tires at the moment. Volvon in second on the hard tires, Heyman in third, Giugiano in fourth. All made their stops. Bentonrida in fifth, Yund in sixth. Panini in seventh, a little bit of a gap there, I'm not sure why. Cattivo in 8th, Cordier in 9th, Sopanen in 10th, and Core in 11th, and Hamilton has retired from the race. Cordier has leapt. The leapt car? No. What is it? Sopanen in 10th. Diamond Core behind. Oh, I think that was a wide line. Let's see what happens there. Corrier and Core. Wondering, I think that Core is one lap behind, just not to be seen in the ranking on the left side. It will be interesting to see Core letting this car doing run out of fuel. Not sure what is going. Yet the engine. I don't hear any engine sound. Let's see. Now. Okay. He led probably everybody through blue flags. That was very. Oh, Turi is in the box. So that's what we are waiting for. It was a short stop, I think, already. Coming out in 4th place. 15 seconds behind Uber now, but he's obviously got much fresher tires. Let's see if he can catch up. Yunt with the fastest lap again. 30 seconds behind the leader. We're just waiting for the info which tires Lorenzo Turi has put on now. Max Heyman pushing Wallborn. So this is a proper fight for first place. Lapping, I think, Corrier right now. A bad feeling about that. I just hope that he won't take anybody out there. Braked a little bit too late, Roman Corrier. Oh, little mistake from Max Heyman there. So Turi seems to be on the hard tires now, and he's staying on the front. So yellow in sector 2. There's somebody staying in sector 2, not now anymore. A little longer yellow phase. And again. What is going on there? Oh, there is somebody broken on track. It's a black car. It's Sopanen. Sopanen has lost it. So let's see what race control does about. Let's see what happened there. Oh, he lost it in a fast right-hander. That car is dead. And Max is still pushing Lorenzo Turi. Max Heyman still checking at his Wallborn, obviously. Turi is 13 seconds behind, but he's gaining. I'm not sure if he can pull that. I think that he maybe left it too late. Undercut is very strong here with these cars, it seems. Very close. Maybe going for the outside. Maybe a switchback. But Wallborn is doing it pretty well. 11 laps to go. Yes, this is a real feat, as far as I know. To answer the chat. So I've been told that it wouldn't have been a safety car because the car was not on track. So yeah, that's the line Race Roll has got. Keep you up to date about that. And I'm not sure if Marco Rivelli is still there, but Turi went into the pits a few laps ago, so he's now in fourth, and he's trying to catch up. I mean, he is catching up. I think he got like 4 seconds at the moment up to the leaders, so maybe it still can work. I mean, don't know if the cliff is pretty hard with these tires, so maybe everything still to play for, but the undercut worked very well, it seems, or better said, overcut doesn't work. Anini in the pits. 3 behind Giugiano. I think that will be more or less an easy overtake for him. Let's see. Got a lot fresher tires than Giugiano. There is a left car in front. I think it's either Catwalk Corrier, one of the cellar cars, I think. Yeah, it is. It's Roman Corrier in 8th place. Yeah, as chat says, everything to play for. I think that Lorenzo could make. Got a yellow flag in sector 2. And it's gone again. Simon Core lost it in 10th place. If I'm not mistaken, the top 8 get points. So it will be interesting for the championship. Nice view from Lorenzo Turi's car on the side. Reminds me of mid-90 V broadcasts. Looking at the calendar right now, race would be at the Lausitz Ring on the 2nd of April, so we got a little bit of a gap, but don't worry, we still got a lot of content for you, many other classes, much racing, and there we got the race car. So next is Lausitz Ring on the 2nd of April, and Hockenheim Ring on the 16th, Norris Ring on the 30th, that's the German Cup. Then we're going to Asia, Shanghai first, 21st of May, then Fuji, 9th of July. Then going back to Europe for the IGP, the International Grand Prix in Spa-Francorchamps on the 30th of July. Then back again to Asia for Sepang, 17th of September. Donington Park, very nice track, I like it very much, on the 1st of October. Brands Hatch, 1 week later. Silverstone, that's the British or English part, and at last it's Monza. And we got an overtake from Turi, Giugiano protecting very hard. Many touches there, and yeah, I think that Turi is letting him through again. I didn't quite like the way that Giugiano protected his position. He went over very late. I would like to see that in the replay, if we can get that. But I think that win is now between Volbon and Heyman. Let's see. Going to the inside. I know that race control is taking a lenient line, but it was just a little bit too much from Giugiano. Not penalty worthy, but just not very nice of him. You know, going to the left to protect is okay, but when he is beside you, you should leave him the room. Always leave the space, as Fernando Alonso said. So I think this will be for third place, which will be, I think, a little bit disappointing for Lorenzo. Ooh, a little bit sideways there for Lorenzo. I think he touched the wall just slightly, but can continue. I think that he'll be angry under that helmet somewhere in Italy. So let's see. So this will be for third place between him and Giugiano, and I think the win will be fought between Heyman and Wolf. So race control has issued a warning, last warning to both Giugiano and Turi. Interesting. I'm looking at the times. The closest fight right at the moment is, I think, for the lead. 2/10 only between the top two. Yeah, chat didn't like that very much, which I can understand. It was, yeah, a bit of a harsh move, but obviously race control has put also some blame on Lorenzo. Probably he could have backed off. But you know, when you need to get to the front, always easy to say for some of this. But his catching up is much faster. Obviously newer tires. But I don't think that the strategy, you know, going long was the right one. Oh, Giugiano spins out on the grass. That was an unforced error. And that's what I said early in the race. Gino, one of the faster drivers, but yeah, also a little bit accident error prone, sadly. Virtual safety car. Somebody lost it probably. I'm not sure why. And yeah, chat talking about karma. You could say that. I think Turi would agree. Ah, we got a car burning on the main straight. I hope that we got some fire marshals. I think that is core. It's one of the Costex, yeah. Engine has blown, probably. I hope that the guys have set their cooling right on the cars. Yeah, the positions may have been corrected, but if the safety car didn't come out, he would have had no chance to get the place back. So let's see. I'm very curious to see how many will make a pit stop. Turi maybe will stay out, you know, he's got the fresher tires. Maybe go for a track position. Maybe we can take a look at Simon. I think that the car just probably overheated and the engine cried enough. He obviously has got a lot of fuel in that car. Zanini had a disconnect, I've heard. Okay, let's see the replay. Simon coming up to the last turn. And... oh, it was a crash. Ripped up part of the car off, yeah. So it was no engine blown, but yeah, incident which caused it. So, very interesting prospect, and at the end of the race, let's see. I hope that we still get at least one lap racing here. Giugiano in fourth. I think that there will be a little bit of tension. Corrier and Pativo can unlap themselves, so they will do that. The two settlers. Yeah, I think that Simon probably had worn out tires and has lost it under acceleration. So very interesting to see. I'm curious to see if Heyman will lead attack or if he will let Turi through. I mean, with two cars, options, Giuliano is behind. Let's see what will happen there. Will be a lot of tactical play. I'm pretty sure about that. Let's see if the virtual safety car will end this lap or if it will take one more lap. I think that we still got 2 or 3 left. Let's see. Yellow in sector 3. Not sure why. Okay, we got 3 laps remaining, so let's see. 36 from 39. Interesting race up to this point, I must say, even though there were only 12 drivers, which should change for the upcoming race. As I said, many couldn't make it for this race. It is in the pits, I think. That's what the ranking is showing us. Oh no, he's there. Ben Reader behind him and Cativo and Correa are catching up. Let's see if there will be one more VSC lap or race control is probably waiting for, yeah, one more lap of VSC, I've been told, so they're waiting to for the two guys to catch up, which they should do in a moment. And then it will be a battle to the end. I just hope with no crashes. I think somebody went wide. It was Korea, I think. Nice to see these 90s Formula 3000 cars. Just proper racing. No gimmicks. So, race control has told us the race will restart this lap. Lucas, I will tell you in a moment. I think it's 2, not more than 2. Maybe even 1. Always a little bit confusing with lap counts. But it should be 2. Should be 2 laps. Yeah, he's got a chance, Ash. You know, we will see how much advantage that brings him. I think that the Heyman and Waldborn didn't go to the pits, so yeah, interesting to see. Or better said, they didn't go a second time. Yunt could have an advantage here. He's also on pressures. Benton Reader, you know, it could happen. Anything could happen, you know, with him. I can tell you more or less. I know that Waldborn, Heyman, we are on the hard tires. I'll just ask what exactly everybody is on. So Volborn is setting the pace now, and I think that they can overtake from the start-finish line. We see the tire compounds. Volborn on hard, Heyman on soft, Turi on hard, Giorgiano, Jund, Bandreader, Corrier, Cativo on soft. So only Volborn and Turi are on hard tires at the moment. Obviously, his slow phase helped the soft tires more than the hard tires. Warm-up will also be a big factor, and Volborn has gone for it. Pulled a nice gap to Heyman in front. A little bit of contact behind. It was Bandreader, I think. Very well done from Volborn. Done a nice restart. Yeah. That's something that I almost was expecting, as Heyman is one of the more careful drivers. Jund going against... Oh, that was close. Jund going against Giorgiano. It's good that he pulled out of that. It seems that he's a lot faster than Giorgiano on the fresher tires. It seems that Heyman can't really push Volborn at the moment. Oh, Giorgiano and Jund and Bandreader wants to have some of the action too. 3 guys involved in that, and Zeller cars are saying thank you. At least one of them has gone through. It's Cativo, obviously. The old veteran has shown why he's here, but he's a lot slower than the others, I think. He's blocking off Bandreader at the moment. Very narrow line. Bandreader now in 5th place and touched Giorgiano and put him off the track. He didn't leave the space. Jund going in now, and Giorgiano just keeps it on track barely. Oh, Cativo protecting his position. He's obviously very much slower than the others. Oh, touch! Oh, Jund has gone off. He's lost his wrong wing, but he should be able to continue. That was a weird crash. He touched Bandreader and then lost it himself. I'm not sure if he lost the front wing with the touch. That would maybe explain it. Sudden loss of downforce. And in front, it seems to be set. Volborn in front, Heyman in 2nd, Turi in 3rd, Cativo in 4th, still in front of Bandreader. Giorgiano in 6th. And Corrier in 7th. Very good result for the Zeller boys. They didn't expect this. I just hope that Cativo won't be punted off track by Bandreader. Yeah, even stop will take some time. He's 8th for sure, if nothing bad happens in front. Just hope that there will be no Harakiri moves. Cativo protects his inside. It should be okay. I think in front that Volborn and Heyman are slowly coming into the... Daniel should let somebody by. I've heard from race control. I'm not sure why. And Yannis Volborn wins the first race of the IMC 2023. Heyman is 2nd. Turi in 3rd. Cativo will hold out to keep 4th place in front of Daniel. Bandreader, I'm not sure if he will be switched with somebody. There was some command from race control. 6th is Giorgiano, 7th is Corrier, and David Jund in 8th place, 1 lap down. So that is the end result, and as far as I know, the top get the points. DNFs for Simon Kor, Davide Zanini, and Juho Czekosopian and Lucas Hamilton. Oh, pretty interesting race, I think. It promises a lot of interesting races for the future. as I said, the next race is going to be Lausitzring in Germany in about 1 month time, but stay tuned. There will be other races. The next one is the VMSC Free America on next Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. After that, there will be the VMSC Free Europe race, I think on Wednesday, the following week. So you got a lot of IBOS action happening. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. And I hope to see you again watching our races. Thank you. Bye-bye.